the KitchenAid KF7. And if you're at all in the market for a new espresso machine, specifically a super automatic espresso machine, you must take this one into consideration. This is the KF7 from KitchenAid. Now the KF7 is the middle child of a 3 model lineup in their super automatic coffee machine lineup. And they're new. They were just launched, and here's what the KitchenAid people did. They went around and looked at all the offerings from all the different competitors, and they said, well, I'll take this from this model, and that from that model, and this from this model, and put a few other things that don't even exist on the other models yet, and we create a brand new line of super automatic coffee machines. And that's what they've done with the KF6, KF7, and KF8. Some of the features that are noticeable, and we'll explain it throughout the video on how. So they've given it as much value and as many features as they could possibly give it. So let's go and find out what these features are, and let's find out if this is a model you should be getting. One of the biggest things about the KF7 or KitchenAid Super Automatics anyways is the fact that they've introduced a really interesting feature called a removable bean hopper. Now for me to demonstrate why that's important, imagine not having that option, and practically you don't have that option with any other models from competitors in the market right now. So if you have beans in here that you don't like, or you realized later that it was a decaf or whatever it was, how are you going to get all those beans out of the bean hopper? You either have to make enough drinks for it to get processed through the machine, or use a vacuum cleaner or your hands to remove the beans. That also does limit you as to, you can only use the beans that's inside here, right? If you wanted fresh bean drinks. However, with a very simple unlocking of the bean hopper and pushing it up, you can remove the bean hopper. That also opens up a whole idea of you having the option to purchase the bean hopper separately. They're not very expensive. You could purchase multiple, label it with the different beans, and use whatever your heart desires as to today is dark roast day, or tomorrow is light roast day, or whatever you want. Now keep in mind, you still have a ground coffee shoot. Use 1 scoop. Scoop comes with it, it's right here. While we're here, this is to insert the water filter, and the other end is to use as a scoop. So you could use decaf or flavored ground coffee still with the machine. As far as whole beans are concerned, obviously roasted, not too oily, so no flavor beans, and just stay away from really oily beans. The grinders just don't like them. It's a super automatic coffee machine. Of course, it's easy use. That's the whole point of it. Remember, if you're looking to get an espresso machine, you have a couple of options. 2 main options. One is the semi-automatic ones, where you're very much involved in the making of the espresso and frothing the milk. It's very manual. It's enjoyable for some people, but it does have a learning curve. The super automatic type, like this, if you know how to turn on a TV, you know how to get a cafe latte or a espresso macchiato out of this machine. It's just a touch of a button. Well, the dimensions are noted in the description of the product on our website, but since I've got you here and I happen to have a measuring tape, this thing is just about 18 inches deep, just under 10 inches wide, but more importantly, people will ask, will it fit under my valance? Yes, as long as it's a regular normal valance, it will fit. The machine is by itself just about 14.5 inches. More importantly, and this is where people get stuck. If the machine is not as thoughtfully designed, the water tank will be placed in the back. We don't have that problem. The water tank is designed to be placed on the side, and you will notice I can pull up the water tank about this much, and I can pull it out that easy. So I don't have to go all the way up to pull the water tank out. That is a really nice feature. Just so you're wondering, how much does that add to the height requirement? We are at just about 19 inches with the lid completely open. Okay, for those who are careful about their measurements. Now, If you know, and if you've ever dealt with a machine that has a small water tank and drip tray, you will know how annoying it is to be constantly filling the water and emptying the drip tray. Like every 4 drinks, the machine's like, fill up water tank, empty drip tray. This thing gets a 2.2 liter water tank, which normally you get in much more expensive machines and higher end models. Not only that, it gets a really large drip tray. So it'll require every 10 to 12 drinks for you to, it will prompt you to either fill up or empty the drip tray. And another cool thing this thing has that a lot of machines don't is it's got a little level here that will show you how full the water tank is. And as the water goes down, you'll see from just looking at it on the side, there's no guessing and there's no surprises. Halfway through making a drink, the machine will say, I'm out of water. That doesn't have to happen with this machine. Remember, this is a touch screen. It's a large touch screen, but you still get buttons. The first button you'd notice up here, it looks like a drink. That's your drink menu right there. Next, you'll have user profiles. We don't have any here yet, but you get user profiles. That means whatever drink you customize to your liking, you can save it under your own name, so you don't have to recreate the drink every time you'd like to have one. This is your maintenance button. All the different maintenance features are there, and you see there's the navigation arrows that are within this screen. This is everything to do with cleaning the machine, descaling, rinsing the milk pipework. All the good stuff is there. The cross here is to get out of a menu if you wanted to, and this is your setting button, and that's languages, sounds, volume, so you could have the machine display units in milliliter or ounces. Accent color, that's just the color of the screen background and things like that. Water filter, soft version, and that. This button, the play button, you will notice light up and flash when you are looking to produce a drink. So when you select the drink, let's say this, you'd see that button starts prompting you. So once you press that, it'll start making a drink for you. The milk frothing system on the KF7 is capable of frothing the milk as well as steaming the milk. That just means variety of drink options available at your fingertips. Also, it does come with its own milk container and the milk pipe. Make sure once you're done using the milk container, we're done, put the pipe back into the tray, because the machine is going to rinse the milk pipework. Make sure there's no milk stuck in there. All right, put this back in the fridge. Best to use dairy milk, 2-3%, cold, and that's it. This machine, like a super automatic machine should be, is very customizable. As a matter of fact, let me show you a drink that could use some customizations, a latte macchiato, for instance. Now again, this is a touch screen, so once I touch on the drink, it'll pop up with the menu, and you'll notice a few things. Number one here, and this isn't all touch, is whether you like 1 or 2 drinks to be made at the same time. This is a very special feature because you may, as long as you're having the same drink, want to share a drink with a partner, but you don't have to decide who goes first. Okay, so that's really cool. 1 or 2 drinks there. You would see here there is the option for coffee volume, how much coffee is going to get grounded and go into your espresso shot. Milk volume, the body, would you like the body to be medium, light, or strong bodied of a drink, and which order you would prefer first. Do you prefer for coffee to go first, or for milk to go first? I hadn't seen that in espresso machine. Usually they just have their own way of making it. But talking about customization, you can even decide if the coffee is served first or the milk is served first. Going back, strength of the coffee, there's 3 different beans or levels that you can choose. And also you'd see the plus human person profile looking thingy up here. And that's, again, if you wanted to save all of this customization exactly to your liking, to your name, and that's what you would press. Once I've done that, if I press this flashing play button, drinks will be made. But yes, as far as the temperature, amount of coffee, strength of the drink, amount of milk, all of that is customizable. Well, this is a full drink menu type of a machine. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because how many drinks it can make, it really depends on your imagination. As a matter of fact, it comes with a whole booklet of drink recipes with espresso martinis and iced coffee and things that are not necessarily within this menu. So whatever drink you'd like it to make, it will make for you. However, the right question to ask is, what drink menu, preset drink menus are there? And I'll go through them real quick for you. You have a cafe latte, espresso, where did I go? Sorry, cafe latte, espresso, cappuccino, next screen, Americano, macchiato, latte, macchiato, espresso longo, coffee and cortado. Cortado is a really interesting feature. Flat white, also very popular. Frothed milk, warm milk. Last screen is hot water. That's pretty much any drink you'd want, right? Is show you how you can customize and make a drink very quickly, and the quality of the drink. For this particular case, let's try cappuccino. It's strong enough. I want to adjust my volume of espresso to, let's say 2.4. Let's say 4 ounces of milk. Again, you can do ounce and milliliters. Body, I would like for it to be strong. Milk first is fine. And so that's good. I'm going to go back. It's 2 drinks to be made at the same time, which is fantastic. The play button is flashing, and so grinding first, then it's going to heat up the milk, and then it's supposed to give us 2 separate grinds and, for 2 separate drinks. You have 2 milk spouts, 2 espresso spouts, and a hot water spout. Okay, so it's capable of 2 drinks at the same time. Okay. It's silky, it's frothy, it's good. Progress bar, so you know what to expect time-wise. Looking good. Now we expect preparing first shot. It's a very quiet machine. So the milk preparation is louder than the grinder. That's pretty impressive, to be honest. Nice. Layering. Good. It's turning out nice and smelling gorgeous. So let's see. Very good. A side effect of having a machine like this at home is that you will be a very popular host. You may end up serving more cappuccinos than martinis. Wonderful. It is looking exactly the way it should. I'm not sure if you can take this, but please do. It's a beautiful drink and it smells amazing. So here's the idea. A cafe quality, barista made quality drink at a touch of a button, consistently every single time you touch that button, you get this type of a drink. That's amazing, and that's what a super automatic espresso machine is really about. So cheers to that. It is super easy to maintain this machine, and it's very hands-off as far as the process is concerned, and the machine guides you with that touch screen, with the graphics on the touch screen, as to exactly what processes you have to follow through. It's really, really easy, but generally there's three types of maintenance. Your daily maintenance is one, which is typically cleaning the milk pipe work. We want to make sure milk doesn't stay in there overnight, and you don't have to do anything except when you're done making your drink, make sure you put the pipe back in the tray, and before the machine goes off, it will rinse the milk pipe, and when it comes on again, it will rinse the milk pipe for you. That's your daily stuff. Again, the machine rinses itself automatically every time it goes on and off. You have two other types of maintenance. One is descaling. Now, the KitchenAid does come with a water filter, which does two things. Well, it filters the water, so there's less minerals going into the machine, and so there's no descaling required. So that's one of the maintenance things that's now eliminated by using the water filter. Also, your coffee will taste better. Filtered water. The third and the last thing that you do every 200 drinks or so, the machine will tell you, and it will show you exactly what to do, is to clean the brew unit. Now, the machine does come with a couple of, I think, 2 cleaning tablets, but it's very easy to remove the side door, remove the brew unit, wash it under a sink. You can even do this without the machine prompting you. Put one of them cleaning tablets in here, and again, the machine will show you exactly what to do, and walk away. 10 minutes later, the machine has done degreasing the brew unit. So yes, as far as maintenance is concerned, it's not at all expensive, and it's very easy and straightforward. You get a 2-year comprehensive, that means labor and parts included, on the KF7. Now, we are a sales and warranty and service center. We are here and happy to help. Combine that, the 2-year warranty, with a 90-day price match guarantee, free shipping across Canada, financing that we offer, and this should all make sense. If I missed anything, if there's any questions, there is a chat widget on our website, coffeewarehouse.ca.